Loop 2, Stage 2, here we go. So I'm sure a few of you that have actually finished this game before are probably looking at me like something's fucking up here. Am I playing a different version of the game? I got a completely different ending and I'm going into another loop through the game. What the fuck's up with that? Well, chances are we were probably playing the same game. It's just that I fulfilled certain criteria that you didn't. So, how the hell do you even get into Loop 2? Well, there's a couple of things you have to do. For starters, you have to one credit complete the entire game, which is probably the hardest part of the entire experience. Because that's a lot harder than it looks. It probably looks a bit easy the way I'm doing it, but trust me, nobody ever pulls this shit off on their first try. Fuck, I didn't pull it off until like, you know, maybe 100 tries or something. Just fucking crazy. Even if you're good at these games, you're looking at least a dozen plays before you pull that shit off, because this game is not easy by any stretch of the imagination. The other stuff you have to do is either get like 50 million points, get all the bees on at least 4 levels, which is one thing I did. I also almost got the 50 million points, but I was just a little short. It's completely doable, as I showed. Get a combo of a certain amount. It's 270 for type A, which is what I'm using, the red one. 300 for type B, which is the green one. And 330 for type C, which is the blue one. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see, what was the other thing you could probably do? Die fewer than 2 times, which is another thing that I did. So, yeah. Pretty sure that that was the stuff you have to pull off. Try to pull off as many of those as you can. And you probably will if you're going for like some of those, since in order to get that many points, you'd have to die very few times and get a lot of Bs. So there you go. For this one, you want to try dodging in from the sides, this pattern, because you can't really notice it, but the front of that is really hard to dodge through. So since it curves, you can kind of go up through this corner, go along the curve, or you can dodge in from the side, but don't try going up straight, because that's just a fucking death trap. I used a bomb to finish it off because that last pattern is complete and utter trouble. I've died a couple times on doing that, so I'm not even going to attempt it this time, because I was doing really well in this run. So that's it, stage 2, fuck you all and good night.